Imagine two houses. Same city, same neighborhood, similar rent. You walk into the first house. A 75-inch TV on the wall. A $6,000 leather couch. Most kitchen appliances still in their boxes. Clothes in the closet with tags still on them. There's a room dedicated to things that haven't been touched in years. This man earns $107,853 a month and feels sick every time he looks at his bank account. If he missed 2 paychecks, he'd go bankrupt. You walk into the second house. It feels open. A simple couch, a reasonable TV. Only the appliances that actually get used in the kitchen. And the spare room is actually a spare room. This man earns $52,874 a month and smiles every time he looks at his bank account. He has 18 months of expenses saved up and invests 20% of every paycheck. Nearly half the income, 10 times stronger financial position. This isn't a story about income, it's about mindset. Today I'm going to share the 10 rules minimalists apply to money. Not rules of poverty, but rules of intentional living. Today I'm going to share the 10 rules minimalists apply to money. Not rules of poverty, but rules of intentional living. Everything has two prices: the price on the receipt and the hidden cost most people never calculate. Storage, maintenance, mental energy, and opportunity cost. That treadmill takes up 20 square meters in your home. In the city center, that space is worth $600 to $1,000 a year in rent, and you're probably just hanging clothes on it. Minimalists don't hate stuff. They calculate the real cost and decide most things aren't worth it. Calculate cost per use. Before buying anything, estimate how many times you'll actually use it and divide the total cost by that number. Apply the replacement test. Look at everything in your home and honestly ask yourself, if this disappeared tomorrow, would I pay to replace it? For most things, the honest answer is no. That fondue set, the bread maker on the shelf, the clothes you haven't worn in 18 months. These things sit in your life out of inertia, not conscious choice, and each one consumes space, mental energy, and maintenance. Rule 3. Don't upgrade out of boredom. High earners with no savings always follow the same pattern, replacing things that work perfectly just because something new came out. These upgrades feel like progress. They're actually wealth destruction, easily costing $200,000 plus over 30 years across all categories. Add friction to spending, add ease to saving, delete saved card info from shopping sites, wait 24 hours before any non-essential purchase, set up automatic transfers to your investment account on payday. Willpower runs out during the day. Systems are permanent, and the 24-hour rule alone eliminates roughly 70% of impulse purchases. Rule 5. Count your things regularly. It sounds obsessive, but counting creates awareness, and awareness prevents accumulation. How many shirts do you have? Guess first, then count. It'll probably be 3 to 4 times your estimate. Rule 6. Rent or borrow. First, want to try camping? Rent the gear first. Interested in woodworking? Borrow tools from a friend. Want to kayak? Rent a few times before you decide. Garages and closets in America are museums of abandoned hobbies. Minimalists avoid building that museum. Rule 7. Calculate the lifestyle multiplier. Every big purchase brings an ecosystem with it. A boat means a trailer, a tow vehicle, storage, maintenance, insurance, and proper clothing. A $5,000 purchase can actually cost $8,000 to $12,000 in reality. Rule 8. Define enough before you start earning. The trap high earners fall into is never defining enough. Income rises, lifestyle rises, a new normal sets in, and then more income is needed again. If you set your spending floor at $60,000 a year and start earning $150,000, that $90,000 gap goes directly toward financial freedom. Rule 9. Measure wealth by options, not possessions. Can you take a job without guaranteed income? Retire before 65? Say no to opportunities that conflict with your values? Take 6 months off for a family crisis? The man earning $200,000 and spending $195,000 has almost no options. The man earning $80,000 and spending $45,000 has extraordinary ones. Rule 10. Cyclical simplification, not one big annual purge. Most people who try minimalism do one big cleanout, feel great for a few weeks, then slowly drift back to where they started. The relationship between minimalism and money works both ways. Owning less creates more money, but having more money also makes owning less feel natural. The two lifestyles are both the sum of choices. The only question is, do you own your things, or do your things own you? The math clearly supports the first option. And so does peace of mind.